Guidelines for Self-Disclosure by Abner Coelho, Samantha Nordin, and Cassandra Frazier. Firstly, what is self-disclosure? Self-disclosure is the process of deliberately revealing information about oneself that is significant and that would not normally be known by others. When we first meet someone, we need to set a boundary as to how much personal information we should disclose to them. There are some guidelines for self-disclosure. They include any moral obligations to disclose information. Is the other person important to you that you want to disclose information? Are the amount and type of disclosure appropriate? Is the risk of disclosure reasonable? Is the disclosure relevant to the situation? Will the disclosure be constructive? Is the self-disclosure clear and understandable? And is it reciprocated? Moral obligation. Sometimes very personal information needs to be disclosed to others. For example, in surveys that try to understand the effectiveness of HIV/AIDS treatment, or when you are donating blood, past sexual history must be disclosed. These are moral issues that affect people's safety and who are at risk if you are dishonest. Personal importance. If someone is very close to you and you have a strong relationship, you may need to tell them significant personal, intimate things about yourself to keep your relationship strong and going. Disclosing things such as past relationships, one's strengths and weaknesses, and pivotal life-changing experiences can help bring couples closer.
Appropriate disclosure. Don't give away too much information too soon. Even people in very close relationships only sometimes share personal information with each other. Timing is a big issue. You need to know when important issues should be discussed. If the person you need to discuss an important issue with is in a bad mood, tired, or distracted, disclosure is useless. The photos on this slide demonstrate a bad time to disclose information and a good time to disclose information. Is risk of disclosure reasonable? You need to know when the proper time to open up is and make sure you're not setting yourself up for an uncomfortable situation. What are the potential benefits and consequences of disclosing the issue at hand? Relevance to the situation. Some settings are not as welcoming to disclosures that are characteristic of highly personal relationships. Also, using constant disclosure is not always useful even with close friends and family. It's not constructive. Feelings from the past may not need to be brought up, and you should focus your energy to the present.
Will the effects be constructive? Self-disclosure can be used as a vicious tool if not used carefully. There are some things that are really sensitive to people and could cost you their relationship. You need to think about the consequences when opening up to people and make sure you do not offend them.
This is seen in the following clip.
We were having so much fun. We were whining, we were dining, we were dancing.
Yes, you know that.
It's dancing.
No, that ain't dancing, Sally.
I dance fine.
You stink.
Being clear and understandable. When you express yourself to others, you need to be intelligent and professional about your character. Speak clearly and enunciate your words and choose your words carefully. For example, you don't return my calls or drop by anymore. Instead of saying, how come you avoid me? Self-disclosure reciprocated. When disclosing personal information to someone, the amount you reveal will usually depend on how much the other discloses to you. Couples do best when their personal disclosures are equal and reciprocated. Although, there are some situations where the other person is not expected to reciprocate.
The following clip from Seinfeld shows George's friend Gary reciprocate a secret to George, who must not tell Jerry, even though it is George's moral obligation to disclose this information.
Still owe me a secret.
All right, listen, there is something I haven't told you, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, but you can't tell Jerry.
What do you think, I tell Jerry everything? It's not like he's my wife.
Okay, well, the thing is, I've been living a lie.
Just one? I'm living like 20. What's yours?
Well, I never actually had cancer. I'll see you.
How'd it go with Gary?
Fine. Fine.
Really?
Yeah.
You look like something's on your mind.
Oh, nothing. Fine.
So that's your poker face.
A regular face.
No, it isn't. I've seen your regular face. That is not it.
What are you saying?
All right, George, come on. What do you got?
Got nothing.
What do you got, pair of bullets?
What are you talking about?
2 pair? 3 of a kind?
Are you stabbing?
Oh, my God, you got a flush. You're holding a flush.
I don't have a flush.
A full house? You got a full house? Turn him over, George. I want to see him. Come on, I'm calling. What do you got?
Barry Fogel never had cancer!